The best revenge is to not be like your enemy. This powerful lesson reminds us that the actions of those who want to hurt us are often carefully calculated to make us lose control and hit us where it hurts the most. They expect us to react without thinking, to show weakness, or to sink to their level. By playing the game of, what if you had chosen a smarter path? Think of an experienced fighter who prefers to remain calm, observe, and choose his reactions wisely rather than waste his energy. He knows that the fight is not won by the number of blows landed, but by maintaining his stance and control, and by frustrating his opponent with precision. Similarly, in daily life, when we do not pay attention to the attack we receive, our efforts are useless to someone who is immune to aggressive provocations. This is the essence of Stoicism, focusing on the things we can control, namely our reactions and attitudes, and letting go of the things that are out of our control. In this video, we will discuss practical ways to respond to people who have hurt you based on the principles of Stoicism. Prepare to transform the way you confront crimes by adopting strategies that work and also elevate your character. By applying these techniques, you will only hurt yourself. Not only do you disappoint those who want you, but you also strengthen yourself with every challenge you overcome. Forget about petty revenge. This video offers something much more satisfying. Be the person your haters want you to be. So let's start with number 1, ignore and don't respond. One of the most powerful ways to respond to people who hurt you. Ignoring them and not responding is when you choose not to respond to provocations and attacks. It shows that you are not allowing the attacker to be disarmed. Ignoring someone who has hurt you is an effective form of revenge, because that person is usually the one who hurts you. People who hurt you are looking for a reaction, hoping to see the impact of their actions by not responding. It takes that power away from them, and you maintain your dignity. Furthermore, this approach is deeply aligned with Stoic principles that emphasize focusing on what is within our control and letting go of what is not. You cannot control the behavior of others. Ignoring and reacting is a way to preserve your peace of mind. Rather than escalate and engage in conflict that could cause more pain, choose to ignore. This act of non-reaction allows you to focus on what is truly important. Your own well-being and personal growth, and your resilience and inner strength are greater than any impulsive words or actions. It can be seen as a silent victory. Pretending to talk back can be one of the most effective ways to deal with this situation. Number 2, treating those who hurt you with kindness not only confuses the attacker, but also reduces the impact of the offense. When you show emotional maturity by choosing kindness, you rise above negativity and anger. You show that you are not affected by the emotions of the moment by being kind. When you fight back, you know the person who hurt you is unarmed. The expected reaction is usually anger or confrontation. By fighting back, you break this negative cycle. This attitude can cause the attacker to reflect on their actions and even reconsider their behavior in some cases. Kindness has a positive effect on you too. To choose to be kind, even in the face of hurt, promotes a sense of peace and self-respect, shows yourself that you can control your reactions and act according to your values, no matter what the external circumstances. Responding with kindness does not mean allowing others to treat you badly. This is a way of setting boundaries. You can be both harsh and kind. At the same time, you tolerate disrespect. You can make it clear that you are not, but choose not to respond with aggression. This approach is consistent with Stoic principles that value maintaining calm and reason in the face of adversity. Responding with kindness will help you feel more at ease, and you gain control over your actions, which is one of the foundations of Stoic philosophy. Number 3, when someone hurts you, your impulsive reaction may be to seek revenge, but a more effective and constructive way to respond is to seek justice. Instead of taking justice into your own hands, choosing to resolve the situation through fair and legal means is maturity and the rule of law. Shows respect. Seeking justice means resorting to the appropriate authorities, legal systems, or institutional procedures to resolve the issue. This may include filing a formal complaint, seeking mediation, or consulting a lawyer, depending on the seriousness of the offense. This path not only provides an impartial solution, but also protects you from the potential negative repercussions that personal retribution can bring. For example, if you are the victim of slander at work, rather than aggressively confronting the attacker, it would be more prudent to document the evidence and take the case to human resources or even the justice system if necessary. This not only protects your integrity, but can also result in appropriate consequences for the attacker based on the law and corporate policies. Instead of revenge, choosing justice is consistent with the Stoics' principles of self-control and reason rather than being driven by destructive emotions such as anger or a desire for revenge. They teach us that we should act according to virtue. The pursuit of justice is an act of discipline and wisdom that focuses on solving the problem in an ethical and balanced way. Furthermore, by seeking justice, you foster a fairer and safer environment for everyone around you. When they know that their behavior will be dealt with fairly and legally, it will deter such behavior in the future. Number 4 is more likely to be set clear boundaries. Stating your boundaries clearly shows that you will not tolerate disrespect and that you value emotional well-being. Setting and expressing these boundaries is a form of self-respect and is an effective way to protect yourself from harmful behavior. When you set boundaries, you will let the other person know what is and is not acceptable in your relationship. This helps to prevent future hurt feelings by making it clear what actions or words you will not tolerate. For example, if someone is making frequent derogatory comments about you, it is important to say assertively that you do not accept being spoken to in that way. Communicate your boundaries firmly but respectfully. Be rude or aggressive. Or, it is possible to be assertive without losing courtesy. When you do this, I feel disrespected and I want you to stop it. How can you set boundaries clearly and directly? Setting clear boundaries also teaches people to respect you. Often people test our boundaries to see how far they can go. By enforcing your boundaries and being firm, you show that you are serious about how you expect to be treated. The Stoic perspective can also be applied here. Stoics show dignity and they believe in maintaining composure. Setting boundaries is a way of maintaining your dignity as you take care of yourself and do not allow others to negatively affect your emotional state. Number 5, focus on solutions, not problems. An effective way to respond to people who have hurt you is to direct the conversation towards practical solutions rather than dwelling on blame. Focusing on solutions will help to reduce anger and rage to negative levels. It is natural to feel frustrated and want to rehash the blame when someone hurts you, but focusing too much on the problem can intensify negative emotions and prevent real progress from being made. Instead, try to understand the root of the problem and find ways to resolve it. Can turn a situation into an opportunity for growth and learning. For example, if a coworker makes an offensive comment, instead of reacting angrily or dwelling on what was said, try to avoid it again. You can address the situation by asking, "What can we do to prevent this from happening?" Or, "How can we improve our communication to avoid misunderstandings in the future?" This type of approach not only shows maturity and self-control, but also shows that you are committed to creating a more harmonious and productive environment. This attitude of focusing on solutions is a way of controlling our reactions and changing them. It is consistent with Stoic principles that emphasize the importance of focusing on things. Stoics believe that by channeling our energy into constructive actions, we can maintain our inner peace and well-being. Furthermore, this approach helps transform the dynamic of the relationship by showing that you are more interested in resolving the problem than continuing the conflict. Responding to the other person with a witty remark can reduce tension by showing that you are not taking the offense seriously and are easily shaken. Number 6. Humor has the power to change the dynamics of an interaction and turn a confrontational moment into a more manageable and lighter situation. When you respond with humor, you break the cycle of negativity that the other person is trying to create. Often, people who hurt you expect a response of anger or sadness, and by responding humorously, they confuse the attacker, and you reduce the impact of the offense. This approach may even lead the person to reflect on their actions and realize how futile their attempts to hurt you were. Also, using humor demonstrates a high level of emotional intelligence. This means that you can maintain control over your emotions and choose a response that not only preserves your own peace of mind, but also diffuses a potentially confrontational situation. Humor can be a powerful tool for setting boundaries in a gentle and effective way without resorting to direct confrontation. For example, if he/she makes an unpleasant comment about you, I will note it and discuss it with my therapist in the next session. This may indicate that you do not want to take the offense seriously. This attitude not only protects your self-confidence, but also shows that you have enough confidence to handle difficult situations with grace and composure. The Stoic perspective can also be applied here. Because Stoics, they believe in the importance of maintaining composure in the face of adversity, using humor is a way of showing that you are above minor provocations and prefer to respond in a way that preserves your peace of mind. Number 7. Develop resilience. It is important to practice self-reflection to develop this vital skill, taking time to think about your experiences and feelings, how certain situations affect you, and understanding why it affects you can help you develop more effective coping mechanisms. Also, maintaining a positive outlook and trying to see challenges as opportunities for growth can strengthen your ability to deal with future problems from friends, family, or professionals. Building a strong support network is also very important during difficult times. Talking to someone you trust can help you process your emotions and find solutions. Taking care of your physical and mental health by doing physical exercise, eating a balanced diet, and getting good sleep is very important to maintain your resilience. Activities such as meditation and mindfulness can help reduce stress and can help increase mental clarity. Setting realistic goals gives you a sense of purpose and direction. Working towards these goals in small steps can increase your self-confidence and resilience. Moreover, learning from experience and viewing every adversity as a lesson can help you apply this knowledge in the future. The Stoic perspective accepts the things we cannot change, and it emphasizes the importance of focusing on controlling our reactions. Developing resilience is one way to internalize this philosophy, because it allows you to maintain calm and stability even in the face of provocations and offenses. When you are resilient, attacks lose their power to affect you deeply. You can recover more quickly and move forward without letting the negativity of others dictate your emotional state or actions. Number 8. Not only improves your quality of life, but also shows an inner strength that commands respect and admiration. Avoid unnecessary confrontations. It is a sign of wisdom and self-control to accept that it is better to withdraw from a situation than to engage in a confrontation. In many cases, insisting on a confrontation can actually make the situation worse, increasing stress and negative emotions without bringing about a positive solution. By choosing to withdraw from a potential conflict, you are prioritizing your peace of mind and emotional well-being. This does not mean that you are accepting blame or giving in to the other person's inappropriate behavior. Instead, not feeding negativity and hostility too means choosing and saving your energy for situations that really matter. Avoiding unnecessary confrontations requires discernment and a clear understanding of your priorities and boundaries, Often ask yourself if confrontation will really bring a solution or if it is just an impulsive reaction to hurt. When you think about the situation, you will realize that the best response is to walk away and not continue the argument. Moreover, this approach is consistent with Stoic principles, which emphasize the importance of remaining calm and rational in the face of adversity. Stoics teach that we should focus on things we can control, our own reactions and attitudes, and set aside things we cannot change, such as the behavior of others. By avoiding a confrontation, you are demonstrating emotional maturity and self-control. This will not only preserve your peace of mind, but will also enable you to honorably withdraw an attacker who is expecting a violent or aggressive response. Number 9. Continuously improve yourself by trying to improve your skills and abilities. You will not only strengthen yourself, but also send a clear message of strength and determination. Whether it is education or new skills, physical activities, or by channeling your energy into personal development, whether through hobbies, you build a stronger, more confident version of yourself. Focusing on personal development turns hurt into motivation, and what could have been a negative experience into a catalyst for further self-improvement. It shows that you don't let the negative attitudes of others dictate who you are or how you feel. You can achieve your own goals, and by focusing on their desires, you create a sense of purpose and direction that transcends attempts to bring you down. This act of self-improvement is a form of revenge that shows you are immune to attempts to sabotage you. This approach is also rooted in Stoic principles. By improving yourself, you exercise this control and cultivate a life of excellence and virtue. For example, if someone makes destructive criticisms about your professional skills, instead of getting discouraged, you can invest in courses, workshops, or projects that will develop your competencies and achieve new success. By achieving levels of competence, you prove to yourself and others that you can overcome challenges and emerge stronger. Number 10. Think before you make a decision. Take a moment before you react. Thinking can make the situation worse. This approach prevents reactions by encouraging calmness and rationality. It is based on logic rather than immediate emotions, allows you to choose the best course of action. When someone hurts you, your instinctive response may be immediate and filled with emotions such as anger, frustration, or sadness, but these impulsive reactions often make the situation worse and can lead to greater conflict. By pausing and thinking, you give yourself the opportunity to evaluate the situation more clearly and objectively. To apply this reflection, consider some questions before you respond. What is the purpose of my response? Will it solve the problem or increase the conflict? How can I express my feelings in a way that encourages a solution rather than creating more problems? These questions will help you direct your response constructively and effectively. Stoic perspective. It is particularly useful in context. The Stoics teach the importance of maintaining calm and emotional control in all situations. Thinking deeply before making decisions is one way to put this philosophy into practice. By doing this, you do not let momentary emotions dominate your actions. For example, if someone insults you in a fit of rage, instead of immediately responding with a verbal counterattack, you might choose to take a deep breath, think about what you really want to convey, and then respond calmly and assertively. This will not only prevent the conflict from escalating, but will also help you demonstrate your maturity and ability to maintain composure under pressure. It also shows that this approach can lead to better results in the long run. Well-thought-out responses tend to be more effective in resolving conflicts and preserving relationships. They show that you value respectful communication and are committed to resolving misunderstandings in a civilized manner. We have come to the end of another video. I hope you found it helpful and informative. Share with us how you deal with similar situations, Hope to see you in the next videos. Thank you for watching.